Dear God, in the week ahead, please give me courage for the days where I feel small, wisdom for the choices I will have to make, strength for the pain that will try to crush me, hope for the moments that will seem impossible, peace for the storms that will come to overwhelm me, kindness for the mornings where I'm struggling, patience for the lessons that will come to teach me, love for all the souls who are just trying their best. Help me to hold on, to walk with intention, to give with a big heart, and to shine wherever I'm needed. Amen. Hello, my friends. Grab your gloves because I have an idea. Around here, that can either mean something amazing is about to happen or we're about to learn something the hard way. Whatever happens, my name is Tammy, and it was nice knowing you. I purchased this beautiful mold right here. And I turned it over so you could really see how beautiful it is. Look at those beautiful roses and the beautiful green leaves and vines traveling along the edges of the tray. This tray is 7 inches long and 7 inches wide. It's beautiful. And I picked it out for another experiment. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to spoil the beans. Just stick with me. We're going to take the Let's Resin's chrome powder here, and we're going to brush in those roses and the beautiful red chrome and a beautiful, see if we can find a pink in here. I might have to get my other box down. Yeah. But we are going to go ahead and grab the green. And you know I gotta have my chartreuse yellow when I'm making leaves or vines. Those two colors together make it look so realistic. Let me grab my other box here. Yes, that's the color I'm looking for right there. Holographic pink will work out perfectly. Let's see what this one is. This is just rose gold. I don't know. We'll throw that one out there. I'm not sure if I want to use it or not. That lilac is beautiful too. But I think we're going to do the pink and the red together. I have my bits and bobs mold next to me. I've started filling it. So I'm going to keep on until I get it full. I'll lay it to the side. If we have any extra resin, we'll pour it in my bits and bobs mold. I poured another bow. This bow is going to Angel. She was my winner from last week's giveaway, and she picked out this bow box that we done from Into Resin. That's the bottom, and I put the glass feet on it, and that's the inside. She picked out a beautiful box, and it goes like that, and then the top turned out so beautiful. So I'm just going to send her the bows because that's what she said she wanted, and she would finish the box off herself. Because it's going to take her longer to get it if I finish it off, because that resin's going to have to cure on there. So I wouldn't safely ship it for maybe 2 weeks if I did that. So she's going to do it. And I'd already poured this bow, so it's going to go with her too. Let's check it out, and she can see it on camera. It probably should have cured a little bit longer. But it's thick, so I'm not worried about it traveling. Isn't that beautiful? I forgot that I had this bow. Now, it's matte, but it makes it so beautiful when you pour it like this. And I think she's really going to like that on top of this box. I think it is so beautiful. But I'm going to pull it off of there because it still needs to cure. It'll be rock solid in the morning and ready to travel. I'm using the Bond Crafter Epoxy resin. This is my go-to resin. If you haven't tried it yet, you really ought to give it a go and let me know what you think about it. I bought my discount code up in the corner and the link down below where you can find that. You cannot use my discount code on Amazon. I'm hoping that Bond Crafter will change that in the near future. I'm using my White Gold Spirea. This is one of Laura's pigments from Laura's Art Corner. Beautiful pigment right here. So I put a little bit of resin in my cup and I'm just going to grab me a scoop, drop it in there, and then we're going to mix it up. I like to mix my micas in just a little bit of resin and then put the rest of my resin in the cup. Now I'm going to add a little bit of resin to that. I want to keep some clear too, because I want to show you what we're going to do. So we're just going to let those chill over there and let those bubbles come up to the top and pop while we are brushing the mold in. Let me get me some, I should have picked out my, I guess these will work. I want a little bit bigger one though. Yeah, I think I'll do that for the red. Let's see here. Let's get that one for the pink. And then I'm going to do the leaves with one of these smaller brushes, right like that. Alright, let me pull my chair up and get comfy. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I finish it, so you don't have to sit here and watch me dust this in this mold. Show you how I'm going to do it. Get you down a little bit. That might help. There we go. Let's do the red. I'm just going to grab right out of my little lid right there. We're going to brush right down in there in that beautiful rose. If anyone's wondering about this mold, you go find it in my description box, along with all of the supplies that I used in my video. My description box is, it has a mind of its own. So if you don't see something in my description box, just holler at me in the comment section and I will get it for you. And then that will let me know that I need to go fix it. So the next person will have it. Now I'm going to move over to the pink one. Brush that one in with you. And then I'm going to brush in a leaf or two with you. Show you how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to bop you on a time lapse, which is going to make my video go really fast. But while it's going really fast, you can still see what I'm doing. And it saves on time. Because I don't want you to run away. Because I'm boring you. So I'm going to try to keep your attention as best I can. Alright, I'll clean that while I'm in my time lapse so I don't bore you. Now we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you how I do my leaves. I like to mix and match. Because like I said, it makes it look realistic. So I just run the chartreuse yellow through some of my leaves. Just like that. Then I'm just going to clean the brush off a little bit right there on my napkin and run in this green right here and just kind of burnish them together. Whoops, wrong one. And that's how I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'll bop you on that time lapse we talked about a few seconds ago, and then I'll meet you on the other side, my friend. Okay, so how I cleaned it up, I don't know if you could tell in the time lapse, was I just took some Q-tips and just went around the edges. And then I took a paper towel and I just put some alcohol on it and cleaned through the center there. So now we're going to go ahead and fill it with the resin that we have. I don't think I poured enough, my friend, but we're going to go ahead and roll with what we have. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to pour the center of the tray yet, because I don't want those micas falling into the center. So what I want to do is take this clear resin, and I'm just going to spritz a little bit of alcohol in there because I don't want to get any bubbles. And I'm just going to run this clear resin around until it's all gone. Mainly focusing in the deep roses with it. Okay. And you can see the micas floating. Get you down and maybe you can see it. See it floating right there? You can just travel right on the top of that resin and get a lot of that off if you would like to do that. But I'm just going to pull a little bit out of each of them. I'm not really going to do a whole lot of cleanup with the micas. Like I said, I'm just going to grab a little bit off of each rose here. And then we're going to go ahead and pour in this White Gold Spirea. Okay, now let's take this right here. And I'm just going to go enough to where it does not go in the center of the tray. All right, I'm going to stop right there. And we're going to let that cure up a little bit. And then we'll go in with the White Gold Spirea and it will be the rest of our tray. But I think I'm going to take one of my little sticks here. Nah, I'm not going to bother with it. I could do some wispy woos through there, but I'm scared I'm going to scratch the chrome powder. And if I do that, then you'll really be able to tell it when we demold it on the other side. So I'm going to opt out for that and just let it do what it's going to do. All right, and I think I might use the rest of this in my bits and bobs mold. I'm limited as to what I can use because it's the White Gold Spirea that's left. So, yeah. I'm just going to pour what I can. Okay, I took my espresso octopus ink. Yeah, I had a little accident with it. But I took a little drop of it and I dropped it down in these two. And then I poured the White Gold Spirea. So I'm really interested to see what those are going to come out like. Okay, I will meet you back when it's time to do our next pour. See you later. I told you I'd throw this in one of my videos, and I have this fondant mold right here that I got from Hobby Lobby. I don't have a lot of leaf molds, so I ordered me some more. And I think I'm going to have to wait till they come in to finish this. But I pulled this out early, so it's bendy. And I really like the shape of these, but I don't know if it's going to work for this or not. I think that one's really pretty. If I could get the vine to go up here. Stop right about there. Move it down and come around here. But I think it might be too long. Yep, it's going to be too long. So I'm probably going to have to trim a little bit off. Move it up about right there. So what do you think about that one? I don't know. I don't know if I'm liking that one. What do you think? Then I've got this one that I really like the shape of. And I'm thinking the bottom part should go down there. And then run the leaf up through here. But I really didn't want leaves. I wanted vines. And I can't find any vine molds. But that's pretty right there. What do you think? Don't you think that's pretty? I might add this one and wait for my other molds to come in and throw a vine on this side. But I want to leave some clear too so we can see my cherries growing in there, my cherry tree. Alright, let's go ahead and get these bits and bob mold pieces out of here because I need to start new on some of these and I want you to see them. Just in case you missed it. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know what this is, I make these. This is my 3rd edition, and I make them so you can set them next to your work area. And if you have extra resin, pour it in here, and you'll have you some cute little friends. And there are baby and mama editions in this one. And this flower right here is the cutest flower ever. I love it. It's so stinking cute. And these are flowers. Very pretty. That's my resin for us to pour this tray right here. I'll go get it in a minute. It'll be fine on the turner. Long enough for us to demold these anyway. You know what we need in epoxy resin that we don't have? Something like this that AJ created. But something a little different. Something a little bit smaller at the tip. That we can go down in areas like that and get the bubble out. I hope AJ sees this. Maybe he can make us something like that. That would be so awesome. Don't you agree? Let me know in the comment section below. There's that beautiful flower. Remember the first time I poured it, I had a bubble in it? This is Mama Rabbit right here. And I poured Baby Rabbit too. And there's Baby Rabbit. Isn't she cute? So cute. Look at that one. I think this is a sheep. Or a lamb. I don't know. I can't tell. I think it's a sheep. But every time I say it, I'm wrong. And then y'all laugh at me. And this is I believe that's Mama. And this is Baby. Yep. And I poured the, yep, that's a sheep for sure. Look at the fur. That's baby. And mama's over here on the end. They're easy to get out. And then this is mama and baby right here. Got a little bubble on her snout. I mean her beak. And that's baby. And that's all I poured. I got a few in here I'm getting ready to pour. I like to drop things down in there and make them interesting. So yeah, that's some more that I got. I've got my resin mixed up, and I poured 6 ounces. I don't know how much more this is going to hold, but it's still pretty deep. It may not hold 6 ounces though, I don't know. So I'm going to take my tape here and just go down the center and make sure I get anything that's hanging around. Maybe some mica powder that I may have left. And that's another reason why you want to do it in 2 pours, so you can get everything off that top layer, because we are using a cream colored mica powder, so it's going to show anything that we left behind if you don't get it off. I'm going to take our White Gold Spirea and get a big nice chunk down in my cup. That's one of Laura's pigments. I'll drop her link down below and my discount code up above if you'd like to grab one. She has a new Lily of the Valley that is gorgeous paired with this White Gold Spirea. You'll see a project that I do in the near future with it. So if you want to wait and see that, it's coming up real soon. Then you can wait and see. And I guarantee you're going to run and go buy the Lily of the Valley and the White Gold Spirea. What we got in here? 3 ounces. I'm going to need 4 ounces in there. I know that for sure. So I'm going to bump it up to 4 ounces in this cup, because I think that might be what we need to fill this, is 4 ounces. Let's see if I'm right. I've never poured this mold before. This is just going strictly by eyeballing it. We'll go ahead and drain this out over here. Let that be draining so we can clean my silicone cup out. I'm going to spritz some 99% isopropyl alcohol down in here. I hope we don't get any bubbles. And now let's go ahead and pour this beautiful White Gold Spirea. Now we're going to run the heat gun over it. It's going to cure fast because it's got 4 ounces of resin sitting in it. I'm hoping that's going to give us a beautiful, like, antique look. We'll see. Alright, I'll meet you back when it's time to demold this. See you later. Let's get this rose tray out. I got a piece of glass in the tip of my finger there, and I've been digging, trying to get it out, and it's making it worse. I'll eventually get it. But right now it hurts. Let's see what is going on. That is a beautiful mold. You ready? Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Stop it. That is gorgeous. Look at that pigment from Alara's Art Corner. It looks so antique. I love that color. The White Gold Spirea. Now look at this. I did 3 pink roses. I could have swore I did 2 red. Did I do that? I must have been really tired. Oh well, it looks good because this rose is lighter pink than that one. So I think I did put red in there, but I must have went back over it with a pink brush. I don't know. See how that one's light and that's darker? Oh well, it's beautiful. I'm not going to complain. Before we get started sanding our tray here, because that's going to be the next step using my Let's Resin sander. If you don't have this tool right here, you need to get you one. I got a discount code I'll pop up here for you. You can purchase this off of Amazon using my discount code. Make sure you use Epoxy Me That with a 1 behind it. That covers my tools and things like that. Epoxy Me That number 2 covers my micas and things like that. So go grab you one, save you some money using my discount code. You are not going to regret it. I promise you. Look at these molds I just got in. Now, here I go again, Tammy Lennon it. I did not pay attention to the measurements once again. I thought this was going to fit into a bigger project that I'm going to be doing. You'll be along for the ride, so don't worry. But it's not going to work out. But isn't that just the cutest stinking mold you've ever seen? It reminds me of Hawaii in a pair of sunglasses. It's too stinking cute. I know my friend Dawn over at Dawn's Crafty Corner would love this mold. I might make her one and send her a casting of it because I think she'll really enjoy that. I also picked this up, once again, Tammy Lennon it. I did not pay attention to the measurements. This was also going to be for one of our projects, but I'm going to make it work. Look at how cute. The cutest fairy door ever. Mushrooms there, and the cutest little street light. Little lantern style. Super cute. Then we got this right here. Now these next ones I'm going to show you, I wanted those for my project that we worked on last week. Right here, I want to finish it up, and I told you all I wanted to add some vines coming up the little cup here so I could go ahead and put my cherry seeds in there and grow my cherry tree. So we got this, and I'm going to cast in it, but I don't know if it's going to work, but we won't know if we don't cast in it. It's got a lot of detail in it. I really don't know if it's going to work, but like I said, we won't know if we don't cast in it. Then I picked these up. That's beautiful and small enough for our little cup here. Now we could keep making them and attach them to one another, come roaming up the cup there. And then we got this one. Isn't that beautiful? This one is really pretty. I think it's going to work out really well for this. What do you think? Like I said, I'm going to cast in them and we'll check them out. Now this one, I don't think we're going to use it on there, but it's still pretty. So we got those. This one right here it cost a lot more than the other ones, but the fondant molds are the molds you need to be getting if you want to do stuff like this. Because they're shallow molds, they're made for fondant, and the more shallow the mold, the more flexibility you're going to have for your casting to shape it around whatever you want to shape it around. So we got this beautiful mold. I think this is going to be the money mold. I'm not sure though. And I don't know what these little empty spaces are right there. Does anybody know that maybe works with fondant, what these little extra spaces are? I'd love to know what that's for. So if you know, let me know, you know, because inquiring minds want to know. And friends, if you want to help me out, smash that like button for me. It helps to get the video out to more people that might find it useful. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. You never know what I'll do next. Let's get this tray sanded here. I'm going to start with my 320 grit. Now these are sanding disc that they sent with the machine. I still have been using those and I have not had to purchase any yet. So I do need to go ahead and get me a bag of them though, because I think I'm on my last set. I think they sent 4 or 5 sanding discs of each grit, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a very nifty tool. I like to keep all my plastics on that come with my tools. That keeps them newer longer. So you just hit this button right here. Is it on? Yeah, and I can't see because all these bright lights, and it turns on. Then this button here is your speed, and you want to tap that again to turn it on, and that's your speed. See there? Now tap it here, and it goes down to slow. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Switch your disc out, or place your disc on. This is water in this spritzer here. I'm just going to spritz it right on down into my tray. We're not going to worry about the edges bumping them because that's not going to matter. Now we're going to hit our pause button again and we're going to get busy. I can't get up in that area, so I'll have to hand sand that a little bit. But I'm not worried about bumping up against anything because that's not going to matter. I'm not going to spill the beans of what we're going to be doing next. Now I'm going to pause it. I'm going to switch my grits out. I'm going to go up to 600. We're going to spritz some more water on our tray here. I'll put a little on my disc. Bop it on. Turn it back on, and I'm going to move up to 2. Speed it up a little. Now I turned it off. And we're done with that. I'm going to get me a little bit of sanding paper out, and I'm going to get in there and finger sand up against here because we want the whole tray on the inside sanded. I went out to my garage, and my old sander that I had, I pulled some of my little sanding disc, and I was looking at them, and look at this. They fit right on there. All of my sanding discs that I had. I don't have to buy any. I have a slew of these out in my garage. These fit the same ones I use on my old sander before I got this nifty little tool. So yeah, I don't need to purchase any. I have a ton. But I did need to go grab some of this because this is what we need to get up in that area right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy on that. I don't want to make you sit here and watch me do that. So I'll get busy on it and then I'll meet you back on the other side. Our tray is all cleaned. Now we're going to just dry it a little bit more. And I don't know if you noticed, in the mold, there are some little ripples in it. Let me show you. Can you see them? Little ripples? And anything that's in the mold is going to transfer into your casting. So those little ripples transferred into the center of our tray. They are now gone. We sanded them out of there. But that's not why I sanded the tray. Nope, doesn't have anything to do with why we sanded it. We have our tool cleaned and ready to store. Make sure you take care of your tools and they'll take care of you. Okay, my friends, our tray is officially ready. And if you're wondering why I just sanded this beautiful thing after spending all that time making it good, I'm not telling you yet. You'll have to meet me back here for part 2 because that's when things get interesting. You don't want to miss this. I apologize to anyone that may get upset about a 2-part video. I know that's not like me to do a 2-part video, but this couldn't go into one without the video being too long for some people. And then it hurts my video when it's fast forwarded to the best parts. And I know you're looking at that beautiful creamy color. Go grab this White Gold Spirea, one of Laura's pigments from Laura's Art Corner while she still has it in stock. If you don't, you're going to be sorry you missed out. And you're going to have to wait for her to get some more in stock. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful mica. Look at it. Stunning. A birdie just told me that we have reached 7K by the time you see this video. Possibly. I've tried to think about what I wanted to say when this moment came. And somehow, thank you, just doesn't feel big enough. When I started this channel, I had no idea where it would lead me. I was simply sharing something I love, creating, experimenting, sometimes making an absolute mess, and inviting you along for the ride. But somewhere along the way, this became so much more than a resin art channel to me. You became my friends. There are now 7,000 of you. 7,000 people chose to hit that like and subscribe button and became part of this crazy creative family. I will never take that for granted. Every comment, every like, every share, and every person that watches quietly without even saying a word, you helped us get here, whether you've been with me from the beginning or you found this channel yesterday. You are part of this milestone. So I don't want 7K to be only about what I reached. I want it to be about what we built together. To celebrate 7K subs, I'm giving away 7 prizes. 1 for each milestone. 7 winners, 7 prizes for 7,000 subscribers. Later on, I'll give you the details. But for now, I need you to hear this. Thank you for giving me a place I can be creative. Be a little crazy, try things that nobody asked me to try, and simply be me. There are more experiments to try, more molds to pour, and more beautiful things to create. Probably several disasters waiting for us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Here's to our first 7,000 friends. And wherever this journey takes us next, grab your gloves, friends. We've got resin to pour. If you really enjoyed watching me pour this White Gold Spirea and how beautiful it turned out, it really shocked me. Go grab it while it's still in stock. I'm not pushing this product because I make money off of it, but I do want you to know that I get a little kickback from it, but that's not why I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it because it's truly beautiful and I only want to share my findings with you. I want you to create something beautiful with it too. So let me know what you think about it if you do go grab one. The link is below. I bought my discount code up here in the corner. I let my kickbacks build from you using my discount code. When I have enough built up, I pick out some beautiful things for us to try and share on the channel. I share all of it and test it with you. And you also get my 2 cents because that's free. I've never received a product I didn't like, and I've never gotten a color. I might have gotten a color that I wasn't too keen on, but the satisfactory has always been there with Laura's products. I hope to see you on Friday, my friends, for part 2 of this video. And it's about that time for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.